a Scarlet most likely we're gonna see him come up next. Now I know that you also have the Ogrim there too. That's always a potential to come out, but it does look like the Scarlet's gonna be locked in. Probably going to be looks like Bodvar potentially too. But that Thatch play is so good.
Look into this video. I just want to talk about the sponsor. Just want to thank the sponsor, Dungeon Fighter Online. Dungeon Fighter Online is an MMORPG that's free to play. It's fast-paced, and it's a beat-em-up type style gameplay. There's over 700 million players worldwide, so I'd definitely give it a shot. There's 16 characters. There's like a male slayer, female fighter, male fighter. Just a ton of combination and players that you can pick. Each character also has 4 to 5 advancement classes. The male slayer can advance to a blade master, a soul bender, berserker. There's so many options that you can choose with each and every character. What I'm trying to get at is there's just tons of customizability, and it's just a ton of fun. There's a lot to this game, and it's honestly really cool. On November 23rd, there's a huge update coming to the game. There's a new female Slayer character called Spectre, an event called Song of the Spectre, an event called Newbies Always Welcome, an event called Heman Stella's Stage Prep, and more. All these events give you tons of opportunity to gain XP, get good at the game if it's your first time, and just have a ton of fun. Thanks again, Dungeon Fighter Online, for sponsoring this video, and let's get right back into
Enigma. So you still have the ability to find those sidelight nairs that are going to just be so consistent, but now because of that, with the Rocket Lance, you get to push even harder, because after that nair, now you get to get some good dodge reads. You do, however, open up Bodvar to get a lot of free neutral strings, plus also with Hammer, that we already know, that big end sig, it's going to be so annoying to deal with off the platforms, so it's pretty viable for both. I think this is a pretty good start here for Cosolix, though, with the Scarlet, and see how things go here in game 1.
I be honest, man, I really want to see the Thatch here, bro. I love me some cannon play, especially the cannon bound strings are absolutely disgusting, but Rocket Lance not too bad. It's just so heavy. It's so much going on. But just like this so far, my man goes up in the air, tries to catch it around the fall, cannot do so, switch over.
Oh, stop Sarah, already putting him deep off stage. You gotta watch it for your jump. Weapon toss forces the dodge, but Cosolix getting back in, smacking him away. Hammer, the Dittos, Hammer mirror matches in general are so annoying to do it. GC stop side air is going to take out that though, catching the jump up. That's where it's basically just who breaks first in this matchup. It's so annoying to do it, as we see multiple jumps being called out already. This pressure coming in from Cosolix.
I mean, that's the thing about the Rocket Lance, right? We were talking about these platforms, and with the Rocket Lance, you can do so much. That was unfortunate, but he's already in the orange and racking up all that damage from just a couple of strings, just like 3 and 4 hits. That's wrong and should not be happening.
It's exactly just like the big nair, kind of catch a dodge read with the recovery there, doesn't get it though. Neutralite just pushing him back, and this is like with Cosolix too, you get to kind of camp off the platforms a little bit, but you are looking for the same thing right now. Oh, look for the big early jump read there with the sig, not gonna get it though, and now Stop Sarah trying to find Stop Nair just to get the extension on the combo. You're deep in the red here, you gotta watch out for any big hit though from Cosolix.
You mentioned the hammer plays between them, and there's not the biggest hit, but a nice one to start it all off. I'm curious, I was gonna say, he's probably just switch over back to Rocket Lance. The same shit yet again. My man poking with the pokey stick saying, yo, get off the stage, baby. I wanna go have dinner.
Ooh, I love what we just saw, an attempt there from ImLlama going off stage to try and find that big downer, to try and snatch him up from the early jump, but doesn't connect. Going for another one right there. Cosolix backing him off though with the nair, trying to go for a big swing, catching it with the sink, but not gonna get it. They are both deep in the red. Unfortunately for ImLlama though, you're deep in the red, staring down a hammer. The weapon toss trying to cover many options, not gonna get it. In recovery off the top, still no KO here. Cosolix holding on forever as we see them take game number 1.
Bro, and you know the biggest difference maker yet again, it's that Rocket Lance, bro. From time and time again, huge strings who started all off these stocks already started off in such a disadvantage, you know, for the side of not Cosolix. So it's pretty nice for them considering how good they're feeling, as you see a little bit of a change up.
Okay, so speaking of a change up, we're getting some Plague Knight, baby. It is going to be a switch off. The Bodvar not working too well. Still no Thatch, so we don't get to see the blasters and sword combo. But switching it off here to Plague Knight, trying to change things up a bit, running into demons. Definitely realizing that those platforms work much more in favor for Cosolix. The problem though is Sidelight Nair also becomes very easy to consistently connect on. You got to make sure that you're getting up close and personal and forcing Cosolix to actually fear you, which so far not looking too hot.
That was essentially just 0 to kill. I don't think he landed a single hit. So ImLlama right now has to be struggling and thinking, yo, this change didn't work for me at all, because Rocket Lance adaptation is not really there, and especially on the guitars, right? You have to get up close and personal, and that's not necessarily happening. All the spacing from Cosolix has been excellent.
Yeah, that's basically what you decided to say to Cosolix there by switching it up to Plague Knight. All right, cool. I'm going to go with the Qatar Gauntlet combo, and I'm going to make sure that you don't have enough room to work with on this Rocket Lance. And so far, it has meant nothing. ImLlama's starting to get a couple of hits, but mostly just gets like one side light into looking for neutral lights and misses. Now, you need to confirm. There we go. Looking for a big jump read out of him. Not going to get it, though. And there we go. Finally catches him. What to say? Going to take him out on the side. Let's see if he can get back into it with a quick string. You already know Qatars can do it.
No, I mean, that was actually mad close, because the thing was, too, as soon as he tried to go over to the club, he could have fast fall down, allowing the weapon throw missing. So from there, ImLlama knew it was his time to shine. It was finally up to him to get up close and personal. Already, though, racking a fair bit of damage with the stock lead, maintaining Cosolix's favor 2 to 1, and that Rocket Lance about to be dirty.
It's just showing, man. It's just showing how good Rocket Lance is against like Scarlet is just so good at playing that keep away game. Which is like, all right, I'm gonna poke you, I'm gonna back off, I'm gonna constantly read your jumps. So things like this snare right there, just keeping ImLlama in this uncomfortable spot. When you switch up this matchup, you say my neutral is gonna be better than yours, and you gotta make it work out here with these guitars. Which so far it's not working too hot. Cosolix pushing up deep off stage here, Ravish.
Anything you can do, I can do better, but I don't think so. Cosolix is proving that wrong here, my friend. But the question has to be, is he even going to allow ImLlama to get a hit on him? No. No, he will not. Yet again, 2 stock lead, taking it 2-0 now in this set.
So well played right there. Oh my goodness. Catching the nair and then reading where you go. What that recovery. Amazing play coming in from Cosolix. Cosolix has just been so dominant in this matchup so far. Here we go again. The dodge up to force the early jump. Then catch him with the nair. As soon as he was already deep in the skies, knew, hey, you know what? There's no reason to not go for this. I'm already up a stock. And now we're going to see the Thatch finally show itself, switching it up to the blasters and the sword. Honestly, maybe the blasters will finally work. Maybe that's the keep away game you're going to have. And you have really good anti-airs with that neutral sig coming in from the sword. You got to make it work here on Small Brawlhalla as we see them down 2 games right now, Ravish.
He has to do something. Like you mentioned, blasters are actually phenomenal at that spacing, so I'd be interested to see if this is what really does a difference, right? Because with the Rocket Lance, at least with it, you cannot allow him to get close. That, but doesn't mess with neither weapon. That throw doesn't connect, but just barehanded too, still doing a fair bit of damage. All right, I'm trying to bring it back.
Hey, looking good so far. Already catch. Ooh, big sig. Let's see what he can do about the edge guard. Trying to catch him off the jump, maybe. Oh, good stall from Cosolix. Dodges the Sair. Gets him into a spot where he's kind of uncomfortable on top of that platform. Now, Cosolix just kind of weapon tossing away, refusing to let him get back to the blasters, because the very beginning of the game, those blasters were putting in some work.
I know, bro, because you saw it at the beginning.
Oh, there's the anti-air.
On the head. Damn.
That neutral sig is massive, Ravish, man. That just covers so much room. It's like, all right, go ahead, jump in front of me, stupid. Now let's see. How does Cosolix get back into it? I think they've been looking really good so far. Honestly, where was the stats before?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's literally on his PFP. This is him right now. I don't know why he didn't bring it out. They can go from character to character, like, yo, from legend to legend. Like, I know we about to do. I know we not about to do that, bro. Scarlet yells at him, stupid. I ain't gonna give you the chance.
That option coverage just a second ago from Cosolix was so good. Like, you had nowhere to go. The weapon toss was up, and then the sig covering the ground. Just where do you go there? You got nothing. Go ahead, try to touch the ground. You ain't getting down here. This is my zone. Sidelight the nair, trying to read the jump up with the nair once again. This has gotten way closer though. Even though Cosolix is pushing, it seems like ImLlama is starting to slow the game down a bit here, Ravish. It seems like he's starting to get a little bit better read on where he's trying to push for these big nairs.
I must say that's actually huge in part of the platform play that we've seen so far from him. Although Sword's working out really well as well, because you see he's racking up a lot of that damage, and I think Cosolix also is able to read that. He knows he just can't play it super recklessly anymore. But off stage, ground pound misses, but the weapon throw does connect, so he gets it.
That was so good. Like, just covering with the weapon toss, covering afterwards, the big ground pound play coming through. You know, it seems like, you know, ImLlama's a player for the people. Decided to wait till the very end. Unfortunately, not a player for the people anymore. Taking a ground pound of their own. Looking at what could be elimination from BCX North America here, Ravish. Last stock, possibly, unless they could get themselves back into it. I want to see this set continue.
I know, I do too here, my man. It is, man, nice and looking really clean, a lot of fun. But the real question has to be, what can ImLlama do to kind of stall it? He's been doing well in spacing, he's been using that platform well, and the sword is working really well for him, right? He's not allowing the rocket knights to get that space, but he just seems to be on pretty even footing, though. Overall, the damage is there for him. The weapon connects.
Got him, slipping, deep off stage, caught him with the weapon toss. Thatch finally putting in that work. Somebody said in the chat, out here trying to take him out with, yo, the disrespect, the default Thatch coming in here. Bro, all right, I'm here for it. So one of the things that you're definitely going to be looking for here for Cosolix is not what I guessed at all. So I was expecting to try and force ImLlama to platforms again because of how good that platform game went. Game 1 was pretty much just dominant, but instead deciding to still let blasters fight you on demons with no room to hide. You do get more consistent strings off a side like Nair with that rocket lance, but you do open up a better win con here for ImLlama. I'm curious to see how this is going to go here game 4.
This is gonna be tough, though. Both these guys got the weapons going up, ready, locked, and loaded, though. First hit went over to ImLlama, but first weapon as well went over on his end. All that was a nasty combo, looking for, not able to combo past that. Big Sig misses too, and now I'm thinking ImLlama has to run away a little bit. He needs to find some space because this is looking precarious.
Just remember, that's another thing that you got to deal with on this stage. D-Sig from blasters coming in from Thatch, those giant cannonballs, those are so good on a stage where you don't have much room to wall touch. So you're going to possibly get called out at some point on that stock, which you saw ImLlama went for earlier. Both of them in range, no D-Light recovery, but no stop. Sarah's going to be the one that catches it first. Scarlet coming through clutch, and that's going to be Cosolix taking the first stock.
Stuff from them, but it was actually mad close, actually, because we saw that between ImLlama wasn't able to deny him the blasters. What does it really matter? Only puts him up in the yellow? No more up here, but can't connect one more. This is continuing on for Cosolix, and but a big hit. The cannonballs don't touch, but all the weapon throw misses. ImLlama's in trouble.
I gotta say, man, the majority of that. Oh, good dodge! Oh my goodness, I can't believe you dodged that. Like a majority of this damage coming in for Cosolix right now has all been off of conditioning because Cosolix went for that same string to start. D-Light recovery off of GC, though, it's gonna take it off the top. ImLlama's got a lot of work to do.
I mean, a fair amount, my friend, like you saying, but this could be it, essentially, considering if he takes the stock here, he already has a stock lead, he can handle it, go carry forward from that, and a little poke at the bottom. That's what we're talking about. That's 1,000 years of death, my man.
But, yo, you took it away from me. I was about to say the same thing. The option coverage right there. You know what? You get it because you got the you got the gear on today. I'll give it to you. But the D-Light's D-Light into Dare, keeping that string going, trying to find him at the ledge. You have no recovery options, so now you're gonna be forced to deal with it. No good dodge coming in from Cosolix, getting on. Now the hammer's in play. You gotta watch out because pretty much everything is in favor of Cosolix right now. Just get one good straight hit and just take you out of the bracket.
I mean, it's close to we seen what he could do with the sword previously. It was nice. He's denied him the recovery, the ground and pound.
Wait a minute.
But now he has to play this so well.
Wait a minute. Hold, chat. There is still a chance here for ImLlama to get back into it. Unless he gets caught by one of those SIGs. You got to watch out for that jump. Now, Cosolix has conditioned him really hard. Almost caught him on it, too. But ImLlama avoids it. Getting a couple strings. Catches the dare. Forcing him into an odd spot. Ravage. He's catching with D-Light here. He's putting the damage on. ImLlama started putting some work. Cosolix having a hard time touching the ground.
Ajax, I know, baby, it's so close between them, but the thing is, they both spot dodging so well. They keep dodging back and forth. None of them connected any sort of hits, but that was the hit that connected.
That was so good. Cosolix realizing that ImLlama was consistently catching him with those nairs, catching him on the jump. So what do? You weapon toss down, throw his pace off, and it was so well covered there by Cosolix. I cannot believe that went to as close as it did in the last one there. We saw the coverage, the option coverage, the conditioning from Cosolix over and over and over again. But my goodness, did ImLlama almost bring that back with the Thatch. I wish we saw the Thatch earlier. Might have been a much different set.